Hello my favorite, welcome to my moment, and today I would like to share with you how to create this look step by step, and I'm going to be the most detailed, making sure that you're able to achieve this look like I did. And I just want to let you know that I got inspired by this beautiful young lady in Pinterest, and her makeup is absolutely on point. And there's some products that I don't have it, so I just basically use something that I have on hand, and I encourage you to do too. You don't always have to go out and buy something unless your products is really bad and you need to upgrade. So let's get started. But before we gonna start, I just want to let you know that I'm wearing this inside the house. Yes, I know it's weird. My parents just looked at me and saying, what the heck? But you know what? This is for me, and I'm partying inside the house since it's quarantine. Nobody really go outside and party, but who cares? I'm dressing up for myself. I feel good, and you should too. And I think this is great for you to stay inside, practice, and whenever everything open and we are ready to party, and then you can wear this look. Let's get started. You know what absolutely annoying? It's the time of the month and you over here just having pimple everywhere, and you over here trying to hide it, but then you can't. It hurts and you have to live through the pain. So I get you. We are covering those pimple and zit once again, targeting the skincare routine that I have taught you guys. If you have not seen that video, make sure to go to I will link the information somewhere around here so you can watch it. But that is my best routine to take care of my pimple. Once again, I have zit, I don't have pimple, so it's absolutely annoying. This is like an eye drop, and I did explain on there, this is like magic. So you are going to put it on here and wait, and it's gradually going to be disappearing the red colors, and we don't want to pop it or anything. We're just going to leave it alone. That's the best thing that you can do whenever you have a zit, especially in the middle of your face. You don't want to pop your pimple until it's really ready. Don't over here assume it's ready. It has to be extremely ready. How you know it's extremely ready? If you press it just for 3 seconds. Just 3 seconds. If it does not come out, don't mess with it. So first step, we are using Laneige. This is water sleeping mask. As I'm telling you, prepping is very important before we put on makeup. So my skin needs some hydration. The next thing is I'm going to put on is a sunscreen. Sunscreen is also another product that is very critical, very important. The reason why it's very important, not because you're over here trying to not get burned, that's another one thing, but also is anti-aging. I'm using Urban Decay Eye Primer Potions, and I'm going to apply it all over my lid. The first color that we're going in is called 39L Hit the Light Artistry palette, and we are going to draw all over our lid as the first step, and then blend it out until it's having a perfect colors. By the way, whenever you dip any colors that is going to be bright like this, make sure to tap out the excess because you don't want it to fall anywhere else. You just want it to be perfect in that region. I noticed that this process will take the longest because whenever you deal with a color that is super pink or red, it's so hard to formulate to where it's actually smooth and blendable. So you have to build it up as you go. You cannot pick up too much colors. Whenever you pick too much colors and try to blend it, guess what? It's so hard and would not able to blend itself. I have to agree that this step looked very dramatic at first, but trust me, keep going and blend it out because we're going to do cut crease and you will not notice the pink at all. After you are satisfied with the pink colors, now we are going to move on to the next step, which is cut crease. I'm using a MAC Pro Longwear paint pot, and I'm going to think that I'm drawing in half circles or a half moon. I'm starting in the inner corner of my eyes and gradually work to the end of my eyes. This process is going to take a little bit slower than the pink, but make sure that you are carefully during this stage because we are not wanting to go back. I'm going to add a silver shimmer colors in the inner corner of my eyes using Ofra Cosmetic Nikkietutorial Highlighter Trio, and I'm going to using a dapping motions to blend it in and intensify the colors. Let's go back to the original palette, which is going to be pink, using a Morphe 456 brushes, and we are going to blend in the middle of our eyelids and gradually to the outers, and this time make sure that it's going to be lighter than the colors is on top. The next step, we are going to add purple in the outer corner of my eyes, and I don't have the correct shade of purple using the palette I was using before, so I have to move to a Jaclyn Hill palette, and it's have a better purple which named Royalty. I'm trying to shape it out, and I'm just blending it in. So anytime you have a very like popping color, it's like extremely hard to blend in, so you have to really take your time. So if you have hard time blending it, you're not the only one. I actually have to go back to blend in the middle part because I did not intensify the pink enough. So I'm just using a Morphe 433 with the same colors that I was applying before in that region. I'm going to grab the color blue, and I'm going to draw with an angle brush, have a perfect line drawing under my eyes, and go along those lines just halfway because the other half we are using a different colors. I'm going to pick up a bright colors green, and I'm drawing in the tear ducts of my eyes using a detail brush because that's going to get a precise look. And if you want to intensify the colors, you can use a setting spray and actually spray in the brushes and pick up the colors. That will help a lot. For the glitter outline, I'm using Urban Decay Heavy Metal, and we are going to outline that edge to make it pop and also bling bling. I'm going to grab Nikkietutorial highlighters, and I'm going to pop right under my eyebrow bone to define the eyebrows. The most important part that I cannot live without is eyeliners. I'm using Essence eyeliner pen. This is waterproof, so if you cry, it's okay. And then build up as you go. Don't try to put too much. And we are going to add some wing line to make it more dramatic. My eyelashes definitely need help, so not just one, but I'm putting two, and I'm using a duo glue adhesive, and this is such a great product that we're going to help us lay throughout the day. The next part is very critical. We are going to cover those pores using Smashbox Minimize Pore, and don't be cheap in this. Go ahead and slather all over your face so you can make a smooth skin whenever you are over here applying foundations. For foundation, I'm using Milani Concealer in Perfect 2-in-1. Go ahead and damp your beauty blender, and we are going to bounce in your face like you never bounced before. And mine is about to rip in half, but it's okay. We're still bouncing in two. It's perfect. We are going to cover all the blemishes and also the pimple like it's never exists. I cannot stress this enough that you also need to blend under your neck. You don't want two discolorations from your face and your neck, so we are going to bounce that too. It's time to contour my face. I'm using a Tarte shaped tape. This is light neutral. I agree that my technique looked like I just got out of a jungle. But trust me, use this technique and you're going to look flawless. And the nose part, because I got pimples, so we're just going to cover it. Use your fingers using a tapping motions, and that's going to help it blend out and you don't know that it's there. For the rest of your face, using a beauty blender to bounce it out on the concealers, and it's going to brighten up your face. as a T-zone where natural sunlight going to shine through. Let's go back to the OG Airspun. This is a translucent powders. It's a great powders, and we are going to apply with a beauty blenders on top of the concealer as you apply before. This is going to help you last all day. Nothing going to shift, nothing going to move, and you can be sweaty all you want, and trust me, your makeup still did not melt. This is actually a drag technique of makeup whenever they're performing on stage. Then you're gonna grab this big Fenty. Oh, the powder. I have to admit, this is a very strong scent, but it's actually going to work. We are using a big fan brush to take out all the excess, because if you don't, trust me, you're gonna have a huge flashback whenever you're taking a picture. So take out all the excess that should not be on top of your skin. Let's get some contour going on. I'm using Hoola Benefit, and this is such a beautiful bronzers, and I'm going to sculpt out my face using that technique right there. If you want to lose some pound, 1 or 2 pounds, this is the fastest technique. So go ahead and go to blend it in, that part especially. Don't forget to blend under your neck, because that's going to give you a V-line, which means going to push everything together and making your face look smaller. Adding some bronzer on top of the hairlines, because we want the natural shadows that the sun going to cast on our face. I'm using a Morphe E62. I don't know if they sell this individual or not. This is actually from James Charles' collection of his brushes. It is time for me to carve out those nose, and I'm telling you, my nose is not my best features because I have no bridge on my nose, and it's also wide. So what's happening is that I'm going to carve out, hide those spots that I don't want and cut it off, and we are going to highlight the part in the middle to accentuate the nose that is going to be taller. If you accidentally apply too much bronzers, don't worry about it. The blenders got you. So go ahead and tap in that spot to remove any colors that is too harsh. This is my favorite part. I'm using Fenty Beauty How Many Carat, and I'm using the highlighter brush to apply under my eyes, and this is a beautiful shiny glitters. Let's add some blushes. I'm using ColourPop Colors Grow Flirt, and this is a beautiful colors that's going to enhance your look, and apply that on your cheeks. I'm using Revlon Matte Lips, and this is such a beautiful colors, red pink, and I'm going to apply that on my lips. Careful, don't smear it because it's going to be hard to take it off. Lastly, I'm using a setting spray Too Faced 3-in-1, and we're going to set it and forget it. So spray the heck out of it. So I really want to try the stickers. I also got this from AliExpress, and I'm going to take it off. Ooh, how do you do it? Okay. So this one, take it off like this. Careful. Like that. Ooh. Oh my gosh. This is so pretty. I like that more. Yeah. I'm gonna change the location because I like this more. Like this. Thank you so much for watching. I'm almost to the point I'm getting 1,000 subscribers. So help me reach that goal. Give this video a thumb up. Don't forget to subscribe. Comment below of what you want to see next. And as always, love yourself, stay motivated. Peace out.